Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk and I'm Heidi Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom and I'm silver, so I have a little team and today I'm going to be creating using the lovely whimsical trees and Christmas tree dies that are in the July to December catalogue. They are going quickly, they are retiring. If you want them, get them now. So today I'm also doing a bit of heat embossing and we're creating these cute little treat boxes that we've got here. So as you can see, they just open up and there's space in there. I have to say, probably for a Ferrero. Do you know what? I haven't actually tried one in there. I'm sure I can. But they're that kind of size. So pop a little treat in there, a few little mints maybe, you know, anything will pop in. But just the idea is that they just go on your Christmas table and fold up and you've just got them. You could add names to a little placeholder. Quick and easy. You know me, do like a table favour. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some piece of cardstock, really easy, 5.5 by 24.5 centimetres, 2.25 by 9.75 inches, a scrap of basic white. You're going to need some Versamark and some embossing powder because I thought we'd do that in emboss those. And yeah, here you go then. So first thing I'm going to do then is do my stamping. So I've got the large tree stamp, which I'm just going to stamp in my fresh freesia. These are red rubber, so you don't have to use your stamping pierce mat. They will just stamp beautifully as it is. Just make sure you ink up your stamp well. That second one is better because I did. Put your ink away because you know what I'm like. I do tend to be a bit clumsy at times. Just going to let that just waft for a few moments, just to make sure it has dried. And then I'm just going to pat over the top with that's one of our embossing buddies. And then I'm using my Versamark ink to ink up these lovely, what I kind of call, yeah, they're like the sparkly Christmas lights on there. So I've done that one. Remember which one you've done already. You should still be able to see a slight shine on it. Versamark takes longer to dry, so I'm not having to, you know, don't need to rush with that. It's just fairly, reasonably quickly. And then cover liberally with embossing powder because you can just, did a bit of a rubbish job on that one, okay, but we're going to die cut it so it won't matter so much. And look at that, dreadful rocking, shocking behaviour. Okay, but again, because it's being die cut, it really isn't going to matter. Pop your embossing powder away, and I do that as quickly as I can because I have been known to knock it over completely. Still left rather more. So now you're going to use a heat gun on those. Stampin' Up! Heat gun is absolutely great because it's got two settings for the heat. You've also got this little stand, so just allow it to heat up, and once it's come up to temperature, I heat from the back because that way I can see what's happening to my embossing powder on the front, and just heat it until that has worked. So hold it until it goes shiny and then just a few seconds longer to allow that embossing powder to kind of flow. What you don't want is for it to still be kind of grainy, and that's why I say I heat from underneath. And when you heat, hold it in one place. You don't need to kind of waft it. Hold it, gently move it. And you'll see when we die cut this, I've already got a couple prepared, but if I just show you on this, you'll see on that one, you're not going to notice that that's piece where I've rocked on the outside. And likewise on this one, when that's die cut, again, all you're going to see are those lovely baubles, lights, whatever, and you will end up with 2 pieces like this. So as you can see, really simple, nice and shiny. So get those prepared to one side. You're also going to need a corner rounder. I've got a corner rounder here, but any of our corner rounders would work on this. So now I want to do some scoring. So all you're going to do on the short edge is score at 1 centimetre on both sides. So quite simply 1 centimetre and 1 centimetre. Now if you wanted to make your boxes much deeper, just increase the dimensions of this of the short edge. Then on the long, that's 1/2 inch if you're working in inches. Then we want to score at 4, at 12, at 16.5 and at 20.5, and that is at 1.5, 4 3/4, 6.5 and 8 inches. So simple as that. Just reinforce those. It's a box, so we usually use our bone folder and go along and reinforce all of those. Okay. So now what you're going to do is we're going to do a bit of trimming on this. So you'll see that you've got an overlap section at the top here. So, and one with like a double score. So this is the section that's going to be the top. So what you want to do with this one, this is this section here, is we're going to corner round these 2 outers. So that'll just help that feed in to our box. Now on the others, you'll want to grab your snips and you're going to be cutting like so, because we're going to be obviously creating our tree shape. Over here. And then on this last section, so this is the one that isn't hasn't been corner rounded, you're just going to come on the inside of that score line and just cut down. So you will have a piece that looks like that, or hopefully several pieces if you're doing lots of table favours. And then the next thing is just the easiest thing ever. Won't surprise you, we're going to be adding glue onto these tabs here. So take your Tombow, like so, and then I found the easiest way to do this was actually to kind of create our kind of shape like so, and then pop our tree so it's just on the bottom there, like so. Once it's sort of grabbed, if you like, you can open it up, press it down, and then you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. It says once it's grabbed, which that one obviously hasn't. So again, just creating our triangular shape, and the glue is going on this long edge and on these 2 tabs here. So you can just squeeze very gently make sure those are grabbed. Takes a little longer with the wet glue. Then if you've got any bits which are sort of poking out, you can just trim those away if you want to. But there we have a little Christmas tree box. Those just fold in on each side there. If you find it's not folding quite at the top, you sometimes need to just angle it a little bit more than the 45, because it's, if you see, it's quite a narrow bit at the top there. So all we do, and there we have our Christmas tree table favours with a bit of sparkle. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me again soon, and if you want the Christmas tree dies and the whimsical trees stamp set, head over to the shop and get them now while they're still available. Thanks for watching. Bye now.